Bad intro. What's going on, guys? I'm Venom 2 million and I'm back. Yeah. This is part 2 from the last video. That was part 1. This is part 2 of the Amazing Spider-Man 2. Yeah. Yeah. Continue. Where I last was, I was talking about the villains. Is it Electro, Mysterio, or a Green Goblin? Would Green Goblin be the villain for the next movie? Now, I personally, what I want them to do, honestly, is this. If they did Green Goblin for the next movie, this is how I would want them to do it. I would want them to have Green Goblin, spoiler, the spoiler about the comics, so guess if you don't, or most of you already know this. But if I was directing the movie, this is what I would do. The second one would have Green Goblin kill Gwen Stacy. Oh yeah, he'd come in at the end, he'd kill her. And then the next one, the third one, would introduce the black suit. It would not introduce Venom. It would introduce the black suit and possibly Eddie Brock hinting at it. And then Mary Jane would come in. Mary Jane would be in the second one, but Mary Jane would be there already, and you know, she'd be trying to help Peter out, and then the black suit comes and he has this rage, he's enraged about everything, and then, you know, then you have your Shocker coming, maybe Electro, because I want Electro there. I want Electro to be in the movies. Electro would be so cool to me. And Vulture, you know, have Vulture be in there, and then, you know, it's Peter fighting them. It'd be like a little Sinister 3. Yeah, kinda. And you know, and to have Spider-Man fighting them, and with the black suit, he's decimating them, and he's not turning emo, he's not. No, he's not doing that. He's being mean. And when I say mean, like you remember in Spider-Man 3,
you'll get your rent when you fix this damn door.
I want it to be badder. Again, in the second movie, the Daily Bugle will be introduced, and you know, it would have Jonah Jameson talking down to Peter, and Peter not saying anything. This time, when he goes there, he snaps on Jonah, and he really snaps, breaking stuff. I would want to show him, you know, picking up cars, you know, even though he can do that without the black suit, but you know, picking up trucks, okay. And then at the end, introduce Green Goblin again, right? Harry would be in the movie too. I don't want to do the Hobgoblin thing. Harry can do become a drug addict, but I don't want him to become a goblin. I don't want that. There could be times like in the second and third one when you think Harry is the goblin, like, because you know he's addicted to drugs, so you may see like Harry, like Spectacular Spider-Man, when he was passed out and he had the eye serum, so stuff like that. But Harry would not become goblin, but you know, I would want it to be at the end when, you know, Peter gets rid of the suit and Goblin comes back, and he's talking about he's going to kill everybody. And if you haven't seen the fan-made comic, or if you haven't read the Death of Spider-Man comic book by Michael Bendis, Ultimate Spider-Man, well, my final fight would be something like that, except for Spider-Man wouldn't die. So, you know, it would be at the end. You remember when it was a whole bunch of Kraven and them were there, but you know, Spider-Man beats everybody, right? And then it's Goblin. And by the way, my Goblin would look something like this. That's an awesome fan-made picture, by the way. It's really good. I really love it. It's my screen. It's my wallpaper to my desktop. If you would like to download it in the description below. But you know, it would look something like that, and a mixture between the Ultimate Spider-Man. So something like this. Basically, yeah. He had a glider too. But so this. Oh, and instead of throwing pumpkin bombs, well, he could throw pumpkin bombs. Or he can maybe create fireballs with his powers. You know, that would be something different. Most people, like, you don't want people to go there and be like, that's Green Goblin, we already saw him. You want people to be like, whoa, who is that? And then it comes, I'm the Green Goblin! You and then they're like, oh my god, that's Goblin, that's awesome. But I would want it to be at the end, them fighting, really, really fighting, and Peter's mad. He's really mad. He still hasn't came to grips with the death of Gwen and everything, and he's very mad, but he doesn't have the black suit, and they're fighting, like really fighting. I want it to be really a brutal fight, and then, Goblin's like, I'm gonna kill everybody, and he throws the truck or something, and then Peter catches it, and he's like, he says the things, shut up, and then he's like, I'm gonna kill everybody, and he's hitting the truck. So it's like, he has the truck, and Green Goblin's on the ground, and he's like, boom, like that, boom, and it's a semi truck, okay? So, and he's doing that, and then he's like, I'm gonna kill everybody, and he's like, do it quietly, boom, and everything blows up. It's real dramatic. It blows up, and then Peter's laying there, and his aunt's there, and Mary Jane's there, and Harry's there, and Eddie's there, right, and and then what would happen is nobody else would be there, hopefully, and Peter, his mask be all messed up, or he won't have the mask on, knowing they made Spider-Man wouldn't have the mask on. But anyway, his mask would probably be off, so he'd be really messed up, like his costume would be very shredded, he'd be hurting, he'd be on the ground, and Peter and his aunt and Mary Jane, they're all over him, and they're all, and you did it, and he's like, I did it, I saved everyone. And then he's like, I didn't save Gwen, and then, he's like, are you gonna be alright? And he's just like, yeah, I'll live, or whatever, and he did, and it's happy ending. And then Eddie gets the black suit on him at the end. That'll be the ending. The black suit would get up on him, but he wouldn't be mad at Peter, so he wouldn't become Venom to kill Peter. He would be Venom to, or maybe they could do that. Maybe it could be like Peter, like Eddie, and Eddie loves Mary Jane or something, and he knows that she loves Peter, or he finds out that she loves Peter in that instance when he beats Green Goblin, and then Eddie's like, he's mad, and the suit makes him really, 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 really mad. And though this movie will probably take place when they're coming out of college or going into college, well, in college, not going in, because I don't want them to dwell too much in this high school thing. I don't want that. But, something like that, and then that'll introduce the Venom movie. And my Venom movie, well, that's another video. We don't have to talk about that. But yeah, so that's how I would do The Amazing Spider-Man 2 and 3. That's how I would do the black suit and the Green Goblin. But 2, I would, if Goblin was in there, that's how I would do it. I wouldn't have him die. I would probably have him fake his own death, or at the end, kill Gwen and disappear for the fake his death. And then third, when he comes back, and then introduce the Venom movie. And yeah, next thing, what would the name of the movie be called? Now, there's so many things. People say Web of Spider-Man, the Spectacular Spider-Man, Ultimate Spider-Man. Mine, I don't know what I would call it, but thinking about, the Batman saga and the Spider-Man saga, Sam Raimi, he directed the Wizard of Oz movie, the reboot, well, not reboot, but the prequel, and it says Sam Raimi, director of the Spider-Man franchise. So, like, what could they call? They couldn't call this franchise the Spider-Man franchise because that was the last one. So, what I was thinking was it would be The Amazing Spider-Man, or The Amazing Franchise, something like that. So I would probably stick along The Amazing Spider-Man 2. That's what I would do. I would keep it like that. I wouldn't do The Untold Story or anything. I would do The Amazing Spider-Man 2. That's what mine would be. What would yours be? What do you guys think about what I think about The Amazing Spider-Man 2? How I would take the franchise, the villains. What do you guys think? Oh, and Mary Jane she would come in the second one. I said that already. Jonah Jameson would come in the second one. Harry come in the second one. That's what I would do. Gwen dies in the second one. That's what I would do. So leave me a comment. What do you guys think about what I think? What do you think? Leave me a comment. Let's talk about The Amazing Spider-Man 2. When are they gonna start filming? They start filming next year. That's gonna be Robert Orci. They need to get done writing, and it needs to be good writing. And I want this movie. I want the Amazing Spider-Man movies to be the best comic book movies ever. I want them to top The Dark Knight, because to me, the Dark Knight trilogy was better than everything. Everything. And behind it is Spider-Man, then for me it's the Avengers. Like that, Dark Knight Rises was awesome. I want to see in a movie Spider-Man really getting beat. Like somebody said Merlin, because you know in the comics Merlin killed Spider-Man. But if they did that, it would have to be included in the MCU in the sense that Merlin is stronger than Thor and Hulk. And a lot of you are going, what? Yeah. Some people don't like that. I don't give a care about it, but they did that, you know. And then the vampires, people are like, vampires now, Twilight, they're gonna be sparkling. But vampires don't sparkle, they don't do that. Thank goodness, good God. Imagine Spider-Man fighting Merlin or Morbius, and Morbius and Merlin comes out like, what do you want? And then Taylor Lautner runs up. What if Taylor Lautner was Eddie Brock or Harry? No! No, Sony, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't make Taylor Lautner. Well, he could be Eddie. What do you got, Taylor Lautner, Eddie Brock? Maybe I'm onto something there. Jesse Eisenberg, Harry. I'm not sure Mary Jane. I see so many actresses now, and I'm watching the movies, and I'm like, Mary Jane. Mary Jane. Mary Jane. That's Mary Jane. I always do that now. Have you guys been doing that? Anyway, I'm going off track. I'm rambling on. Leave me a comment. What do you guys think about what I think? What do you think for the Amazing Spider-Man 2? What would your villain be? Who is the villain? Who do you think the villain is going to be? Hit the like button if you like what I was talking about. If you like me, if you like Spider-Man, if you like comic book movie news. I missed a lot, but I'm going to recap everything in my next videos. They're coming out fast. They're going to be rolling on out. And I'm going to me saying, hit the comment button. After you type in what you think, and hit the comment button, hit the like button. That way you can make my video get shared around, more people learn about Spider-Man, because more people need to know Spider-Man needs to be hyped up. I don't like how Spider-Man's this underclassed hero now. No, Spider-Man. Hit the subscribe button. The way you can know more about a comic book movie news, and you can have my take on things, and I can listen to your take on things. And I'm Venom saying comment, rate, subscribe, guys, and peace. Have a good one. Have a good one. I love you all. I love you. I'm not leaving. We're gonna talk. You about the Sleeping Dogs game? Yeah, I got it. It was fun. I like it. I didn't beat it yet, but you know. Oh, one man. You know, did you? I had to stop doing Venom time for Spider-Man. God, because it messed up everything. Everything got deleted, so if I do it, I'm gonna have to re-record, but I want to do Venom time because Venom, but maybe I'll have to move to another channel. Good gosh, man. Some batteries here. These are so old. Look at that. It's an old battery, man. It got a nickel. You want a nickel? You can have a nickel here. I'll give you a quarter. You're the quarter type. You're the quarter. There isn't a quarter here, but I give you 2 dimes and a nickel. There's your 25 cents. Oh goodness, I dropped it. Here you go. Take it. Take it! You don't accept my money. Okay, this is gonna take up too much memory. Peace. Taking up too much memory. Oh goodness. 13. Whoa, it's gonna be even more with the intro added, and then it may be even less because I may cut some things out, some things that you don't need to know or see or hear, because it may be me sounding stupid, or maybe I'm mumbling and I'm like a little like this. I'm gonna cut this out. Peace. I'm not insane. Somebody said I was insane. I'm not going crazy. What was that? Peace. I'm going to bed. I'm tired. The camera's shaking. Why am I talking? It's about to be 15 minutes, but... Peace.